Before we begin this video, I would like to announce that I'm giving away some platinum courtesy of Dagath'S. The developer handed me over 300 platinum to give away, and to enter, just simply comment down below what type of abilities would you want for the new warframe, along with your in-game name and the platform you are playing. Lastly, I would ask for your support by simply liking this video and subscribing to the channel. This is not a requirement, but it would really help me grow my channel, especially if you turn all notification. Thank you so much for your support, and good luck with the giveaway. Now let's get into the video. With each iteration of TennoCon, we typically anticipate the introduction of a significant new suit in the Warframe universe, providing players with a novel gaming experience. The TennoCon event of 2023 was no exception, as Digital Extremes unveiled comprehensive information about their upcoming content expansion, known as Abyss of Dagath. This highly anticipated release is scheduled for the near future, arriving in the months ahead with an expected launch date of October 2023. Digital Extremes chose TennoCon 2023 as the platform to disclose the intricate details of Warframe, Abyss of Dagath. During this event, Digital Extremes presented the initial insights into this forthcoming content update, set to be accessible on all gaming platforms once it debuts in October. This update's focal point revolves around Dagath, the latest addition to the extensive Warframe roster. These Warframes serve as specialized combat suits employed by players, each boasting a unique set of abilities. But how unique are the abilities? Well, let's discuss that later. In addition to introducing Dagath, players can anticipate the arrival of a new weapon, further diversifying their offensive capabilities alongside the unique attributes Dagath brings to the game. Furthermore, Abyss of Dagath is poised to introduce fresh seasonal content, allowing players to explore and refine their arsenal as they progress toward harnessing the power of Dagath. Now, they might be tying the release of Dagath with a Halloween event, and we all know that during October they will celebrate Night of Nabrus, a yearly Halloween-themed event where Daughter celebrates Nabrus, an ancient Orokin festival of death, by dressing up for the occasion and selling themed goods. As we all know, Daughter sells Nabrus treats in exchange for mother tokens during Nights of Nabrus. The best things you can get from here, aside from those sick wings and ephemera, is the ever-powerful Exodia Contagion Arcane for your Zor. So, as a sort of preparation, I would suggest you to farm mother tokens also for the upcoming Nabrus Night event. I would advise the usual bounty missions from Mother, but it's best that you farm the Isolation Vaults right now. I have a guide about it which I will leave the link at the video description below. Why Isolation Vaults though? Well, normal Mother bounties does have higher token yield compared to some Isolation Vault runs, but if you want to farm Deimos resources for your Helminth relic packs and also Necromech parts that you can sell for platinum, then go do the Isolation Vault. A more detailed guide can be found in the video description, so go check it out later. Also, this update promises a rework to Hydroid and Companion mechanics, promising an enriched gaming experience. Digital Extremes has also hinted at an array of quality of life improvements that will collectively enhance the overall gameplay experience. For those seeking a more narrative-focused update, another release titled Warframe, Whispers in the Walls, is slated for a winter 2023 launch, promising a story expansion that will captivate players. But let's not get into the future updates of Warframe and focus on the 54 Warframe named Dagath. So what exactly can we expect from this Warframe? Dagath's story involves a Nabrus tale from Entrati Grandmother. A component blueprints are likely acquired from the new crypt room buildable in the clan dojo. In the original concept, she wielded an executioner's axe as her signature weapon. Community coordinator Megan Everett implied that the axe design was borrowed by the Soulframe art team. As such, Dagath now wields a new blade and whip weapon, which is somehow familiar when you played the Darksiders game. How though? Themed after the Headless Horseman mythos originating from the Middle Ages, it is depicted as a horse-riding vengeful spirit, missing or carrying its severed head. Popularized in American folklore by the 1820 story The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and 1999 film adaptation, Sleepy Hollow by Tim Burton, the horseman became a mainstay creature for modern-day Halloween. The Headless Horseman folklore differs between countries such as Ireland, Scotland, and Germany, with Dagath most closely resembling the Irish Dullahan, who wields a whip made of spines. If you take a closer look at the warframe design, you will notice that Dagath adorns the skeleton of a horse-like creature with its skull on her right shoulder, the signal cord or tail attached to her dress, several bony plates on her arms and clavicle, and as hooves for heels. What about her abilities? First of all, the warframe is rumored to have the ability to summon a Kaiv, or the Duviri horse we are using in the plains of Duviri. Does it mean it can fly too? Well, it will work in open-world areas, but I just don't know how it will be viable in normal star chart missions wherein there are corridors and obstacles that might be annoying to go through while riding a horse. Take the Kaivi summon with a grain of salt, as it would be hard to pull off this kind of feature when using Dagath in normal star chart missions. I'm curious though and excited if Digital Extremes will actually do it, and how it will play out. As we all know, riding a vehicle in the game has some clunky controls. Take for example Yarela's Merolina, and mind you, Merolina is smaller and more viable in tight spaces compared to a big horse. Now, I did say that somehow I feel some Darksider vibes on this warframe, since it resembles the horseman named Fury, the female Nephilim, and a horseman of the apocalypse. She is the rider of the black horse, known as Rampage. Fury wields a blade whip as her weapon and can also use her magic against her enemies. While I would like to see some Darksiders' power being imbued into a warframe, I don't think that warframe developers will go to that extent and just focus on the original lore, which is Dullahan, that also rides a black horse, by the way. So what are her other abilities? Some players say that she will have a passive that negates any headshot damage because, well, she has no face in the first place. Also, there are hilarious speculations that she might be able to throw her head into a group of enemies and nuke them to oblivion. While this is just pure fun speculations, and I don't think Digital Extremes would even go with this crazy route, still, it would be hilarious to somehow make some dumb fun warframes for a change. One possible ability that the warframe would have is a cavalry-style skill wherein she will be able to charge enemies. Also, there might be an ability wherein your speed can be boosted. Also, this is just my take, but it would be possible that Dagath might have an ability to turn herself into a centaur, which fixes the movement problems in tight spaces. There can also be an ability called Stomp, wherein Dagath will stomp the ground, which will knock down and damage enemies. The charging ability could be called Rampage, wherein he rams enemies forward. By the way, these are pure speculations based from my experience of how Digital Extremes are creating warframes all over the years, and also based from what I saw on Dagath's design and her lore. Now, I would like to know, what abilities would you like for this warframe? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe and always be positive.